Hi, I'm Chef Ray. Welcome to my kitchen, Treasures of Food. Hi, it's Chef Ray again. Welcome to Chef Ray's Treasure of Food. Today I wanted to spend a little bit of time just talking about my family, who I am, and that way, going forward, you'll know why I do some of the things that I do, because I'm a true believer of DNA. I see it every day with myself, particularly some of the things that I do that reminds me of my dad as well as my mom. I have 10 brothers and sisters. I have 5 sisters, 5 brothers. We lost dad and mom in 2018. Dad, in actuality, will be gone 3 years this year, as well as mom in July. Both of my aunts have been locked in because of their age, because of COVID. I decided to surprise them and invite them into my home because I have not had anyone in my home in the last 6 to 8 months. So I decided to bring them in, surprise them with a meal, but at the same time, I decided to cook some of my aunt's special recipes that she used to cook for us when we would come over. And one of the things that she said, reason why she always cooked them, because it always fed all 11 of us and then the other 5 or 6 cousins that were there. So she was famous for her pinto beans. We had pinto beans and cornbread. And I tell you, we'd get there early in the morning, we could smell the pinto beans. They would cook for 10 to 12 hours. So by the time we made it to the table, of course our stomachs are in the back of our chest, but the beans were always great. So it's gonna be a great episode. You'll get to meet 2 loves of my life that are still here. That's my Aunt Dorothy and my Aunt Lily. And also my Aunt Dorothy, right? She's one of we call her the cake lady. So she's famous for her pineapple cake. I asked for her recipe, she gave me the recipe, and I mimicked the recipe today. So I made her pineapple cake. So we'll see if she approves of it. But sit back, enjoy, and see some of the treasures of my life. I often get the question from many of my clients, Chef, where did you learn to cook? Well, of course, I did go to the Art Institute of Houston, but it started way before that. We all, have been challenged with COVID-19, and I have 2 elder aunties, one that's 84 and one that's 80. The 84-year-old still cuts her yard, and the 80-year-old plays bingo drives herself to bingo every night. I wanted to take the opportunity to invite them into my home, and I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, but also to acknowledge them and give them credit for the gift that I've been blessed with. So it's somewhat of a surprise. They know they're coming for lunch, but they have no earthly idea that I reached back and pulled from the family recipe some of the signature desserts that were made for us as kids on Sunday. One of the signature desserts that my Aunt Dorothy, and she still bakes occasionally, is her pineapple cake. She was generous enough to give me the recipe, and this is her pineapple cake. And I think I did a pretty good job, but later on in the visit, you'll get to see the taste test and see if I've mastered it. But also, because there was 11 of us, I have 5 brothers, 5 sisters, and when my mom would send us on Sundays to my aunt to visit, because there were so many of us, the one thing that we always had was she would make a big pot of beans and cornbread. Now, the beans, unbelievable. The cornbread would melt in your mouth. The only bad thing about it was because we would get there at maybe 9, 10 in the morning, but we wouldn't eat till about 6. Those beans would cook all day long, and you honestly would be so hungry from smelling the beans cooked down all day, but they were cooked to perfection. They had what we call the 40-weight gravy on it, which is that thick sauce off of the beans. And it was beans and cornbread. It was just a great Sunday, great family fellowship. So today, I'm gonna introduce you to my 2 aunts, my Aunt Dorothy, who is 84, and then my other aunt, who's the baby of the family, and she's 80, and that's my Aunt Lily. We're gonna sit back, taste some of the recipes that they gave to me, and see if I've done a good job with my generation of mimicking their desserts, and just have some great fellowship and love. And it's all about the recipe for life is love, and that's whom I've learned it from. This is the strawberry cake. It's a lot of cake.
It is. And you famous with those 3 layers, ain't you?
Yeah. It's old school. Back back in the old days, ain't that's how y'all used to make it? It was 3 layers.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
know.
southern
3-layer
tradition.
cake,
3-layer cake.
We be sitting underneath that tree.
And
And
it's dark.
baby, be waiting on that door.
And ain't it was like she would insult me every holiday. You ain't make that. And finally I told her, I let her get away with it for about 3 years. And finally I said, if you say that one more damn time, you're not gonna get you're not gonna get a chicken bone from me, let alone a chicken foot.
I don't blame you, baby.
It was, and I said, Ray, I couldn't believe it.
Ain't it? And she
We
would
always
eat
cook
it.
food. But he never, when it first started with cake, I was like, Ray, did you make that? You know, a lot of people. And he was like,
Who the hell else
He
made it?
teaches how to cook all of everything. He can make it. He can. I guess I don't know. I was like very surprised. I said, boy, can't make cake.
I got an A+, y'all.
Yeah.
And he said she went from is okay to pretty dang. She's been polite without cursing. So she probably say the DAM word.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
Well, I'm glad you approve, Amy.
Okay.
Now I can honestly say I'm a good chef.
Yeah. Ain't no
I took Grandma Henry's, your recipes,
Right.
and tweaked them to my own.
Yeah.
Your nephew just want to say thank you.
Quite welcome, sweetheart.
And I love you.
I love
Both of
you.
y'all.
I love all of y'all. Yeah.